Welcome back, my friends and my Nakama. Guys, this chapter had me like putting on the cover page teary-eyed because it was beautiful.
So good.
Chapter 1010 of One Piece was fantastic all around. It was just flat out a great chapter, and I will say this right now, 10 out of 10 of a chapter. Guys, they were talking about everything that you wanted from One Piece right here. It was a great chapter. But first, before we start talking about the chapter, I'd like to introduce y'all in case this is your first time on the show. This is Ro, and this is Ro Talk. And here at Ro Talk, we talk about anime. Sometimes I might even dabble in Twitch, and I will be starting to produce more content for you guys in the future. If you do like that and you do enjoy that, please come back and watch some more of my content. Guys, it's going to be crazy now. I want y'all to join for the ride of this show, and I want us to build a community that we could talk about anime, sports, even playing video games. So guys, without further ado, let's get into the chapter. Let's go! Chapter 1010 starts off with Big Mom is falling off of Onishigima Island right into the ocean. She's still falling, and I do not know why. When it comes to my head with Big Mom falling, maybe that's because she resembles Disney in some type of way in fashion because of our island, but I think about Kingdom Hearts when Sora is falling into the water or into that darkness. I don't know why I think about that. Comment down below if you kind of feel like that too. Also, this chapter is called The Color of Supreme Kings, Kingdom Hearts. Okay, get it? All right, I'm done with the bad joke. But anyways, we see that Big Mom is calling for Zeus, but Zeus has been locked away by the great combination of our supernovas locked him up in that metal cage. So right now she's falling hopelessly, hoping for someone to come save her. But lucky for her, she does have a Yonko by her side, and Kaido helps her in the sticky situation that she put herself in. As a great Yonko that Kaido is, he sees what needs to be done, so he goes over and attacks Zoro. And because Zoro has Prometheus, and Prometheus is going to help Big Mom fly. So he goes attack Prometheus. Law goes in and makes a great save by switching him out and replacing him with Zoro. And it surprised me that Law injection shot worked on Kaido at this moment, because it seems like a lot of attacks are working against him, and not just because of HAKI. And or we gonna get into what really hurts Kaido later on, but this injection shot by Law is not really showing what does hurt him of the red Rio HAKI that we have previously seen before. But that's just interesting that we saw that. But that was a great move by Law, and he actually saved Zoro at the time too, because Zoro is very, very, very worn out from his previous feat for last chapter 1009. Zoro wasn't very pleased that Law helped him out in that situation, just because he wanted to keep fighting Prometheus and so Big Mom could fall into the ocean. But being a smart person that Law is, he did that to save Zoro, and it proves that Law has a kind of compassion for Straw Hat crewmates, because it shows that his life is more valuable right now. And our plan was to split them up anyway, so it did do its purpose about Big Mom falling off the ocean. So regardless, we still kind of won this battle in some type of way, because we got them split. And let's just talk about Prometheus being able to carry Big Mom at this moment, because that boy don't get enough credit as is right now. He went all the way down there while Big Mom was falling with all that gravity and saved her. That's a great feat right along. That's top 10 feet right there. But anyways, that we see that Prometheus did save Big Mom at the time, and we see that Kid and Killer are going to split up, and so they can fight Big Mom and everybody else can fight Kaido. We see that at the same time Prometheus asking Big Mom for a favor. It seems like he's going to ask her for a favor of creating a new Zeus, because previously when Big Mom and Prometheus had a talk after being saved, they was talking about how useless Zeus is and how he always gets them into difficult situations. So I believe that some type of way Big Mom will probably create a new homie with her devil fruit powers. And then we get to see that the clouds are performing in a weird pattern right at the moment. And a lot of people are speculating that it's the color of the Supreme King, because later on, what we really about to get into between Zoro and Luffy. But Kid and Killer sees it, and they found out weird. What I really truly believe it is that Big Mom is some way creating another homie with that type of storm mentality. Maybe instead of a cloud, maybe a storm homie or something like that. Without any further ado, let's get into what Zoro did in this chapter. Guys, once again, Zoro is my favorite character, and these are the feats why that Zoro is my favorite character in One Piece. This man, he cannot be contained. He just so cold in everything he do. He's a fitting of a right-hand man, and after this chapter, he's definitely, to me, at least a first commander at the least. At the least, I said. But let's get into what was going on. Kaido was taunting Luffy, talking about, I don't know what I'm going to do to you first. I'm going to smash your head in or smash your eyes in. And then Zoro comes up like the right-hand man he is. He's like, hey, dude, don't be talking to my captain like that. And then, well, every Zoro fan has been waiting for the last couple years, Zoro unleashes his #1 attack, Ashura. Ashura's dead man's game, and he came in and sliced Kaido just like Odin would. And we can see that his blades were covered in black HAKI, and it was looking cold. Cannot wait to see the anime for this, because it's going to be flat out a stud. And Zoro is just looking more just colder each and every day. But previously, Zoro was telling Law that this was going to be his final attack. So it did take a lot out of Zoro to do this attack. And it just showed you how strong Zoro was willing to go to win this battle. And after he hits Kaido, it leaves a deep scar on him. And then Kaido is wounded by it. And that's when Kaido drops the major bomb that every One Piece fan had them smiling. And because Oda gave us more information about the color of Supreme King HAKI. And it showed you that you can coat your HAKI, your Supreme King HAKI, around your body or your sword. And that's what Zoro did to use that attack to deal a blow to Kaido that made a scar just like Odin. So it's just more details about anytime Oda give us any type of details, it's flat out a 10 out of 10 chapter. I don't care what anybody say, because that's years and years of watching and reading One Piece. This is what we want. We want more details about what the One Piece is, more about HAKI, the will of the D. So this is key vital information that we are getting right now. So it just is a flat out a great personal thing that Kaido has been telling us about the supreme color of HAKI. And it had me thinking too about some of the things about the color of the Supreme King. And I just wonder, why is that word color in there? So I'm thinking that it's going to be different types of colors that do different things. Right now, I believe that Kaido's color is purple, and I believe Luffy's is kind of red. And I don't know if that's a trend or anything going on. And I think Big Mom had a color too, but I can't remember at the top of my head. But I'm just wondering if there's different aspects to it. Like, is it red means more stronger than anybody else's, or does a blue one or purple one mean a different thing? So I just curious about the color, the premise of the word color. Why is that important? Because they could have just called it Supreme King HAKI. So I'm just wondering about that. But that's just food for thought. Just think about that. Just see what you come at. Comment down below if you think about that same thing too. After getting dealt with a serious blow like that, you can imagine how bad Kaido is feeling right there, and mad at the same time about that scar that he has, another scar across his chest. And then Kaido goes berserk and tries to go attack Zoro. But luckily, we do have Law that came in to try to, deal with that damage to help Zoro out. But Kaido wasn't having it at all. He comes in with his Thunder Bagua, and we all know how strong that Thunder Bagua is. And he sends Zoro and Law flying. Kaido got a little cocky and started to monologue to everybody, saying, if y'all would have joined me, we could have conquered the world together. And then Luffy pops up just like in Enies Lobby when he was fighting Rob Lucci. Pops up and looking ready to go. And then we start to see that flashback started to occur when Luffy was getting taught about Rio, about Hagoro the flower, and Luffy starts to learn. So first off, Luffy is already a master technician of fighting, and now he's getting more learning on the job, I should say, experience. So now, since he's been getting hit by Kaido's clubs and everything started to make more sense. Zoro is my favorite character. Let's not get that wrong. But Luffy outshined Zoro right here in the chapter just because he has that experience right now, and he knows how to deal and fight with Kaido after he just got hit with the club about it, and he just starts to remember, especially with the words that Kaido had just said to Zoro. And just like Braylee said, Haki blooms in the most crucial times. And that is what Luffy and Zoro has going on. Just like I said in my last chapter ago. Y'all ain't listening to me. Go back and listen to my content. Listen to that and like the comments and comment down below. Guys, because I'm talking about this. And Luffy adversity had just risen to the next high level. And that is why his Haki is starting to bloom right now. And that's why he's starting to learn King's Haki right now. And we can see that his blows are not even touching Kaido, but leaving devastating, blocking, whatever you want to call it. And it's hurting Kaido, starting to hurt Kaido, and he's starting to fight like a Yonko. Luffy has made it to the Yonko level after this chapter. Luffy will be a top 10 character right now to anybody. He's top 10 characters right now in One Piece. Challenge me that at the comments below. Then Luffy hits us with the biggest cockiness ever. He tells them, hey, y'all just go down below. I got the rest of fighting this Yonko by myself. But he really did have help fighting them all through the, time on top of the Onigashima Island. We have Zoro slashing him. We have Law using his injection shot. So Kaido is kind of weakened right now. But Luffy has officially learned how to fight like a Yonko. So, guys, get ready to see what Luffy is all about. Don't know if it's going to happen whenever One Piece comes back at the break. Don't think so. I think we really need to get away from the on top of the island, because on top of the island it's just too much going on up there. We need a little break. We need a little stress relief, because this is stressing us out. A good stress, but it is just great to see it. I just need a little break. So I need a little break just for, the heart to just stop beating so fast, because it just gets me pumped with excitement each and every time. But I think because we don't get no chapter next week, we go on a break. So whenever we come back, I think we need to go back off on top of Onigashima, and see what's actually going on at the time, and see about everybody else. Like, what is Sanji doing? Is Zoro and Law going to actually jump down? Maybe that can be a story itself right there. Zoro and Law getting more healthier to help fight King and Queen or something like that. So no one knows right now, but this chapter was a flat out 10 out of 10, guys. It was flat out phenomenal. Zoro and Luffy using the King's Haki, and it was just fantastic. I always wanted to see this part of how strong they could really get, and we are seeing it. I don't believe Zoro is done in this whole entire Wano war. I believe he will still have another feat, maybe fight against King at the moment, because a lot of people did foreshadow that, and or something maybe coming back up and helping Luffy out for just a quick second. But Luffy and Zoro flat out stole the chapter. 10 out of 10. Oda, you doing a great job. If you watching my video, man, send me some Zoro action figures. No, I was joking, but you doing an amazing job, Zoro. And Odin. And I can't wait for the next chapter. Well, guys, that has been Road Talk, and I'm your host, Ro. It was my pleasure to do this review discussion with you guys once again. If you do like the video, please leave that like. It really means a lot to me. It does take a lot of time to make these videos. It would really mean the world to me. And comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about what's going to happen in 1011. Can you imagine that? 1011 chapters. But anyways, it's been fun once again. Till the next time, I'll see you all later. My One Piece Nakama. It's been my pleasure. Peace.